Hello everyone, this is EB, the Original Master here, with a new video game review. So if you guys are going to recall from my February 20th channel update, this next review will be done using my web camera, and then after this review, I will go back to the traditional video game reviews where I talk over the game's box art. So today's game I'll be reviewing is another game that I used to own when I was really young, Super Mario Advance for Super Mario Bros. 3. Now, this is the fourth and final installment of the Super Mario Advance series, which was a series of GBA games which were remakes of classic Mario titles. The first Mario Advance game was a remake of Mario Bros. 2. The second one was a remake of Super Mario World. The third one was a remake of Yoshi's Island. And this fourth and final installment is a remake of Mario 3 from the NES. So, this game was released in 2003, and the game stars Mario and Luigi on their adventure to retrieve the magic wand stolen from the Koopalings, which have all been used to transform the kings in each of the kingdoms into these weird animals. So that's the plot of Super Mario Bros. 3. And in the GBA remake of this game, there's actually this opening cinematic cutscene, which was actually pretty interesting, which showed the airships attacking the castle. Larry Koopa comes out of nowhere and he turns the king into a Cobrat from Mario 2, and you got Toad just there. I thought the cutscene was pretty funny. And then you got Mario and Luigi going out to rescue, to retrieve all the kings. Now, I have to say, Super Mario Bros. 3 for a main series Mario game has the most interesting story because instead of rescuing Princess Peach right away, you have to get these magic wands stolen from the Koopalings and turn the kings in each of those castles back to their normal forms. After this game, we haven't gotten a plot similar to that, so I don't know why Nintendo ditched that plot. I mean, if they will continue to do a plot similar to Mario Bros. 3, where there's like different kings and different lands, that'll be pretty interesting because you don't see kings anymore in the Mushroom Kingdom. All you see is Princess Peach, Toad, Toadette, all those other Toad characters in the Mushroom Kingdom. So with that said and done, let's actually talk about the game itself. So since this is a GBA game, you control Mario or Luigi. You can play as either Mario or Luigi using the D-pad on your GBA. You hit the A button to perform a jump. If you hold down the B button while walking, Mario will perform a dash move, which is basically him running through the stage. And you hold down the D-pad to do a crouch mechanic. You can also do that to go down warp pipes, all that good stuff. Now, I'm going to explain to you guys the worlds in this game. So there are 8 main worlds in Mario Bros. 3. World 1 is Grassland, World 2 is Desert Land, World 3 is the Seaside, World 4 is Giant Land, World 5 is Skyland, World 6 is Iceland, World 7 is the Pipe Maze, and World 8 is Darkland, which is Bowser's homeland. So towards the end of the game, that's where your main Mario story comes in, where Bowser kidnaps Princess Peach, and you have to go and rescue her. See, you do that towards the end of the game, because in the actual story, like I've said earlier, you have to get these magic wands and turn all the kings back to their normal forms. That's the main story of Mario 3. It really isn't you rescuing Princess Peach. Well, it is towards the end, but that's like towards the very end of the game where Bowser shows up and kidnaps Princess Peach. He doesn't do it straight at the beginning of the game because you don't see him anywhere in the game until the final boss with him. But yeah. So yeah, like I've mentioned, there are boss battles in this game such as the Koopalings, which consist of Larry Koopa, Roy Koopa, Ludwig, Wendy, Iggy, Lemmy, and Morton. So those are the Koopalings in Mario 3. I'm not going to tell you what worlds the Koopalings are in because I don't have time to provide that. You can just, you probably already know already, and I don't have time to provide that. So I'm not going to tell you which worlds the Koopalings will be facing in. Mario Bros. 3 also has power-ups, some new power-ups and returning power-ups. Returning power-ups, obviously, is the Super Mushroom, which turns you into Super Mario, the Fire Flower, which turns you into Fire Mario, and the Superstar, which turns you into Invincibility Mario. So, and then we got the new power-ups, such as the Super Leaf, which turns you into Raccoon Mario, which is a pretty interesting power-up. You can run at full speeds and fly into the air. Pretty cool. There's the hammer suit, which turns you into a hammer brother. You can throw hammers and attack enemies with it. There's the Tanuki suit, which turns you into Tanuki Mario. Similar to the Super Leaf, you can fly into the air. You can turn into a statue. That's pretty cool. There's the frog suit, which turns you into Frog Mario. If you're on land, Mario walks a little bit slower, but he's actually a pretty good swimmer if you go underwater. And yeah, those are some of the new power-ups in Mario 3. There's Toad excuse me, there's Toad houses in the game where you get power-ups from Toad. The way how the power-ups works in Mario 3 is either a card game where you have to flip these cards over to get power-ups. There's also the slot machine game where it's kind of like a slot roulette thing where if you line them all up, you get that power-up from the Toad houses. There's also airship stages at the end of each world. And yeah, there's lots of crazy stuff in Mario 3. So one more thing I would like to talk about is the Mario Brothers Arcade remake, which has been brought over to all of the Super Mario Advance games, including Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. So yeah, the Mario Brothers Arcade game was released in 1983, and it was brought over to the GBA as a remake, and it plays exactly like the Mario Brothers Arcade game. You play as Mario and his brother Luigi. You go to these underground sewers, punching POW blocks, knocking over the Koopa Troopas. You have to kick them to clear the stage. Same as the Mario Brothers Arcade game. So with that said and done, Super Mario Advance 4 Mario 3 is a pretty good remake of Mario 3. Great music. The music is pretty good. I like the remixes of this game. Charles Martinet does an amazing job providing the voices of Mario and Luigi for this game. The Koopalings are fun boss battles. The final boss against Bowser. If I want to be honest with you guys, I haven't beaten this game because I owned it when I was young and I wasn't good at video games all that well, so I didn't beat the game entirely, but I had fun with it. So overall, I'm going to give Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3, a perfect 8 out of 10. It's a solid game, it's pretty fun, and it's worth it if you guys will like to have it in your collection if you don't already own Mario Advance 4. Well, that's my review on Super Mario Advance 4 for the GBA. I'll see you guys next time with whatever video game I review, but I'll let you guys know in the future update. Bye. Yeah, bye.